Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about Docker images. What are Docker images? And yeah, so let's get started. So basically the main idea of this will be right now whenever I'm creating an image and whenever I'm running it as a container, that time the thing is whenever if I try to do a change here, okay, the thing is it will not show up. Okay, so the thing is we have to find some way. Let's say if we map the path of from where the Docker is actually or map the path of that app. If you remember, here we are creating something called app. So Docker is basically copying it all the files from here to here inside the app, and it's running and it's fetching all the files from there. But the thing is, due to this copy, whenever we do a changes here, that same copy file version is not there inside. Okay, so the thing is, this is quite a problem. So to solve this up, the volumes comes in. So if you go via definition, it will say that to persist or to save data, something like that. Okay, so the thing is, let's start. Okay, so right now I've done some few changes. So first thing is first, let's talk about Nodemon. I will not take much into it, but if you have worked in Nodemon in the past, so Nodemon is basically, if you remember, it's whenever you run Nodemon and the file name, so that thing it watches the changes in that file. So yeah, so in this we will need Nodemon here. So whenever there is a change in, let's say, app.js, that time it will it will try to fetch the changes. Okay, and it will restart. So what I've done is I've done some few changes. First I've installed the Nodemon globally, then everything this is kept as it is. Then now I've copied the package JSON first from here. Then I will do NPMI. I will install all the packages, and on port 4000 then I will copy the content and then I will run the dev. Okay, so here if I show you in the npm run dev, this is the main command which I told you, nodemon file name. So this command will make sure that the file changes, does the changes work. Whenever there is a change, it will restart the server. So this is what it will do it. But the thing is, even if we do this, and even if I build an image and if I run the container, it will still not work, because as I told you, the app folder which we are having here, this one, so here the thing is it will restart the server, right? But the thing is, it will still not see, it will not restart itself, I'm telling you, because the thing is, it has, like, even if we have installed Nodemon here, and even if here done the changes, but if you remember, images are read only, so you can't edit, and in container also you can't do that. Okay, so the thing is, I'm repeating, so the volume the path of what I say, so we are known as host, right? We are the host, and what I say, the Docker path, we have to map the host path of this, okay, of this to the Docker path of the app, so that whenever there is a change here, it will automatically, like, whenever this app folder is running, that time it will fetch all the files from basically from here. So with the help of volume, we become the whole we are like, basically the Docker files are fetching files from here ourselves only. So this is the main concept. So right now we will be doing that very quickly. So first thing first, now let me just build let me just build an image. Okay, so right now you can see there is no images, so I just do a build. Okay, and I just call it as my app underscore nodemon. Okay, and I will create it here. Okay, so right now if you see, it will create it. It has created very fast, but for you it will take 11 times, 11 seconds approx, I don't know, because see, the thing is, I have run this command previously also, so things are cached and it increases the performance. Okay, so right now this has been done. Now let's go to another thing is how to basically run the main. So basically the thing is whenever we want to do like whenever we want to specify the path, like we will, let's do this docker, then you have to type run. Let me just name it as my app nodemon, same my app c here, and let me just run it same at 4000 which we used to do. So rm will basically, whenever there is a change, it will remove the container, and the idea is that it will remount the container. Okay, and here's the thing, this is how we declare volumes. So we do by /v, and then there are two things. One is the path of the docker file, and then there is the app directory, the working directory. Okay, so this is how we do it. So I just copy this, copy path, and I just do control V, and then I do app, and then again now the question comes here is like whenever this whole container will be deleted and remounted, during this whole time this node modules file will be recreating. So the thing is we don't want that to happen. So for that we are again calling a path and we are mapping it. So this time we are doing app dot node underscore modules. Okay, if I'm spelling is right, node modules. Okay, yep. So this type of volumes are called anonymous volumes, because if you see there is no path to it. So what it does is it takes the node modules folder from this inside the app directory itself. So here what is happening, it's taking the the app folder, it's mapping the app folder which the docker is creating to the this one, right, the API one, if I'm correct. So I just change it. Okay, so what we have to do, I just did a mistake here. So yeah, so if you remember I talked about we should map the folder. Okay, so I just click on here. Okay, so the API folder. Okay, so it will map our folder with the app folder. So this is what volume does is, so whenever there is a file change, it will automatically show. So instead of running it from the app, it will be running from here. And yeah, so now next, I think I've talked about this anonymous function. Okay, so here the thing is why we have done this again. So whenever, let's say since we are mapping the whole folder right now, so the thing is whenever we delete this node modules folder, for them also, that for the docker also, it will be getting deleted. So this something we really don't want to happen. So for that we use anonymous functions. So anonymous volumes. So what this tells us is basically it will run this particular folder file from the from docker part itself, you're getting. So like it will run from here itself, not from here. All everything will be run from here. Okay, so I think this much is cleared. I know this command is very hefty big, but there is a way which we will talking about in the next video. So giving a hint, it's docker compose, which we will be talking. So this will make things quite easy. But yeah, once we are done with this, now now we will be writing the the image name itself. So I think if I am correct, the image name is my app nodemon, sorry, what the fuck. My app nodemon. Okay, yep, my app nodemon. And now let me just press enter, let's see. Okay, so that is, yeah, so for the name you have to write double this, I'm sorry, yep. Okay, okay, R is also a problem here. So I think it will be not this. Okay, so it's unable to find the image. Let me just type docker image. I think there's a grammar mistake. So the name is okay, and now if I see it, okay, so I just rename it. Okay, so it's unable to find the RM, and let me just check it. Okay, so let me just check. I think there's a mistake again, so it should be double RM, sorry. So this is the thing, you have to remember the commands. Now if I press it, okay, so now everything has been started. So so now if I do a change here, command S, okay, so now you can see the changes are running live. Okay, now let me just run it on here also. So docker intro id number object 1, right? So I just go to my code, and now I type introduction, command S, running, reload. So here we go. So right now, with the help of volume, what I told, it's mapping all the things from our home project directory instead of from the app which we created. Okay, so it will be not working like from the work directory. All right, so that's the thing. So guys, do let me know like if there is any problem in what I say explaining things, since just let me know. It's 1 a.m. I'm so sorry if I'm not able to explain you it, but that was it. So if you have any doubts, please write below. My English might be not that good, I think, but yeah, night time, a person never says lie. Okay, yeah, so just let me know if these things are ready. So in the next video we will be talking about the docker compose, where we will be automating this. So instead of writing this big code, we will be writing very small command. It will be docker compose up, docker compose down. Let's talk about it in the next video. Thank you.